Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you don't know, but it happened that today in Republic of Serbia, it's a day of mourning for the loss of 6 lives in Russia, in Siberia, people who, lost their life in a terrible accident. And I would like you, before we start this ceremony and this great celebration, to join me in a minute of silence in honor of the lost Serbian worker. Lest we forget.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Rogde City Serbian Australian Community Association, Sretenje, I would like to welcome you to statehood celebration and official flag raising ceremony for the Republic of Serbia. I would like to take this opportunity to show my respect and to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, elders past and present, on which ceremony taking place. It is my great pleasure to acknowledge distinguished guests here this evening. Mr. Branko Radošević, Consul General of Republic of Serbia. Mr. Branislav Grbić, Consul of Republic of Serbia. Mr. Nikola Bilić, at the Metropolitante of Australia and New Zealand, along with several clergy of the Serbian Orthodox Church, along with the Serbian clergy of Serbian Orthodox Church twice. Mr. Branko Rašić, President of the Serbian Royal Association of New South Wales. St. Lazarus Serbian Folkloric Dance, thank you for coming. Welcome to others here today who represent many aspects of the Serbian community in Australia, Serbian businesses, clubs and associations as well, Miss TV, Radio TV Serbia, SBS Radio, Serbian Voice, The News and Daily News. I would like same to welcome Councillor Shane O'Brien, Mayor of Rockdale City. Councillors join us today from Rockdale City, Mr. Meredith Wallace, General Manager of the Rockdale City Council. Once again, I would like to thank you for coming on the important occasion. Would you please be upstanding for the playing of the Australian National Anthem? Could I ask the Consul General of Republic of Serbia and the Mayor of the Rockdale City Council to come forward, please, to raise the Serbian flag. I have great pleasure to introduce Mayor of City, Councillor Shane O'Brien.
Okay, thank you very much, Mickey, and I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land and pay my respects to elders past and present today. Before I begin, I'd like to welcome our very special guests. Mr. Branko Radosevic, Consul General of Serbia, good to see you back here again. Thank you very much for coming. And we have a new starter today, a debutant, Mr. Branislav Grubic, Consul of Serbia, first year in Australia. Welcome. We hope to see you back here next year. My fellow councillors, Councillor Andrew Sunas and Councillor Joe Awada, Meredith Wallace, our General Manager, and Father Nikola Bilic, representing His Grace the Right Reverend Iranej. It's really a pleasure as the Mayor to do these flag raising ceremonies. I think I say this to you, every single one of them, and I say it every year. And I say it all the time because it's the truth. We're very proud in Rockdale to have a very culturally diverse community. We have about 45% of our population born overseas, and they come to Australia for a better opportunity, and what's better is they come to Rockdale and build our community, and that's a great thing. It makes me very proud to be the Mayor of such a multicultural city. And we're very privileged that we have so many Serbian Australians that have come here to share their unique culture and heritage with us and to call Rockdale home. We're very privileged because you've chosen us. I just happened to pop out in Australia. I didn't have any choice in the matter. But you've all said, hey, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the best country on earth, and it is the best country on earth, right? So thank you very much for choosing us, because that's the biggest compliment you can pay to me as an Australian, and it's a great compliment that you pay to our country and to our community. And that's why we see these flag raising ceremonies as a very important part of our calendar every year, because what it does is it gives us the opportunity to come together and to experience aspects of each other's culture that we might not ordinarily experience. And that's what makes us richer as a community, and it's what makes us stronger as a community and as a nation. So what we get the opportunity to do today is not just to raise a flag, but to recognise the very valuable contribution that Serbian Australians have made to our community, and it is a valuable one. So today we have the Serbian flag flying over the forecourt, and we remember the strength of our local community and the people from so many diverse backgrounds that have made us strong. And the Serbian community is a representative of those peoples. So the celebration of the Republic of Serbia is an important day for the Serbian Australian community. It's also an important day for the Rockdale community and the city of Rockdale. So on behalf of the Council, I thank you for participating in our ceremony today and sharing our ceremony today, and thank you for allowing myself, my fellow councillors, to be a part of you recognising your culture and bringing your culture to this country and helping make us a stronger nation. So thank you very much. But I would be doing a great disservice if before I sat down I did not acknowledge two other very special guests. And that is, of course, my very good friend, and I'm very proud to say, a man of great social conscience. He's a member of the Labor Party, the Sanssouci branch, my branch, Mr. Mickey Pesic, who puts this together every year, and his lovely wife, Milena Pesic, who worked tirelessly for the community. So thank you very much for your work today. I hope you enjoy it. And when we're finished the proceedings today, please join us for some refreshments inside. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here today, and I thank you for letting me help you celebrate your National Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have great pleasure to introduce Mr. Branko Radosevic, Consul General of Republic of Serbia.
Honorable Shane O'Brien, Mayor of Rockdale, respected members of the Rockdale Council, dear Father Bilic, my dear friend, respected Mr. Pešić, President of the Sretenje Association, dear countrymen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 7th year in a row that we celebrate the Serbian National Day, 15 February in Rockdale. This beautiful flag-raising ceremony of the Serbian flag in front of the council chambers, initiated by the Serbian Association Sretenje from Rockdale, has become part of the tradition of this great city, thanks to understanding and support of the councillors, your predecessor, as well as all of you who join us here today, so that we can mark this important occasion together. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm very proud today to have the honor, as the Consul General of the Republic of Serbia in Sydney, to participate in this event. I'm especially happy to see members of other nationalities and ethnic communities who live in the Rockdale area, which further reinforces the great reputation that my countrymen, your neighbors, have in this great country. I'm a deep believer in the values of Australia's multicultural policy and continuous efforts to achieve harmonious relations and promote closeness and tolerance between all the nations that live here. The Council of Rockdale is a perfect example to the rest of the country on how multicultural harmony can be achieved. The National Day of the Republic of Serbia, 15th of February, is also a religious holiday for our nation. On this day, 2 centuries ago, in 1804, Serbian people began the fight to free their land from the occupiers and realize an old-age dream of freedom and statehood. After a long and hard battle, they succeeded, and on the Sretenje Day in 1835, the first constitution of Serbia was adopted. My gift this year to Mr. Mayor is a book on this topic, which I will later present to you. Dear friends, as many of you may be aware, Republic of Serbia has been through many tough times in the last 2 decades in its otherwise turbulent history. Consequences are still apparent today. However, Serbia continues to make great effort to overcome the difficulty legacy of its past, to improve its international reputation, and to improve the quality of life of its citizens. Today, it's a modern country in the process of undergoing extensive reform in many fields, especially in the economic sector and in its strategic objective to become a full member of the European Union. As you may be aware, Serbia received the status of a candidate, and now we are waiting to continue specific negotiations point by point on joining EU. Republic of Serbia is also putting a lot of effort into building goodwill and neighborly relations with all bordering countries, as well as encouraging regional collaboration. Serbia wants to solve the very difficult and painful issues in its southern province of Kosovo and Metohija, which has solely proclaimed independence. While this is supported by a portion of the international community, we of course have not agreed, nor can we agree, this one-sided action. Our desire is for a peaceful, democratic, and most of all, diplomatic way of finding a permanent and sustainable solution to the question of Kosovo. With this in mind, we have accepted negotiations with Pristina with a sincere intent to make a peaceful resolution a reality. Serbia has consistently implemented the agreement from Brussels and is expecting the other side to do the same. The process is in place with full cooperation of the international community. Dear friends, the Rockdale city are blessed to cover an area which is hard to find anywhere else in the world. I'm very proud that you consider me and the Serbian community as friends, for supporting us and for continuing to support projects which will bring us even further closer together. In the name of the people of Serbia, my colleagues present today here at the Consul General of the Republic of Serbia in Sydney, and from me personally, I wish all the residents of Rockdale happiness, prosperity, and great success in all areas of life. Thank you very much.
You're going to have a big lineup of these, aren't you?
I put it every year.
Do you? Good.
Thank you very much.
Look at me. Actually, we might come away from here so you can get good photos.
Yes, please. That's great.
Now I would like to call for folkloric dance who are playing for us every year to entertain us with their beautiful dance.
Bravo, djeco, bravo.